Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. I think we covered everybody. Welcome to. Good afternoon. Oh, hold on a second. I got an echo. There we go. Crashed COD. We'll hang out a minute. We're not in any hurry to lift off here. I'd like to welcome everybody to Flight 5. This should get us out of these flats and right to the foothills of the Canadian Rockies. Yeah, I figured it wasn't cash on delivery. I figured it was a crash to the desktop. I see Icarus out here. Banjo's going to be loading up again, I guess. We'll hang out a little bit. Chat. Had some good things happen. We hit 69 subs. I had 2 of my shorts go to, from this last weekend, go over 1,000 views again. That's 2 each race weekend. That's exciting. We hit over 10,000. There's over 10,000 views. Awesome. We hit over 400 watch hours. So all in all, it's been a good week or so with the stats. It's fun to see it grow a little bit. So I'm excited. I'm really excited that my shorts get as many views as they do. This makes me happy because the racing is, they're fun, they're easy to make. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun takeoff, isn't it? I got a 14 knot crosswind with live weather right now, but it's definitely gonna be fun. I've got my altitude set for 18,000 tonight. We'll get up there and see how the wind is. Might change altitudes, get a more favorable wind, but right now the wind is blowing directly the direction we're traveling, down low. So hopefully we'll get a good tailwind and cut this flight down to at least like 2.5 hours instead of the full 3. But I wanted to get towards some sort of civilization this flight. Getting a little bit out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, no stops on this one. This one's just a straight shot deal. We are going close to Yellowknife, but I decided not to swing over and stop because it was already getting too long. But I really wanted to get to the foothill of the mountains so that the next flights will have a little bit more interesting scenery. Let's see how we look here. Oh, you're running a little PC-21. It's gonna buzz everybody. I love that little plane. So Icarus, yeah, you flew the wrong day last week. Sorry about that. I thought you knew it would switch to Wednesday. You've flown a lot from Yellowknife? Yeah, it's a pretty area. I thought you knew that it was on Wednesday. I was working on Thursday. Had a fun race weekend. I call him a kid. He's probably 30s. Oh, Brett's here. Welcome, Brett. He finally beat us. 2 out of 3 races. First race, we blew our clutch. Got it fixed. Next race, he was just faster than us. In the afternoon race, we got to jump on him and managed to hold him off because he made a mistake. He was faster than us all day, but we managed to hold him off on the feature win. So, weekend was fun. This week's low and slow is going to be definitely low and slow. I plan on landing at like 7 airports. I'm going to do some bush flying, but all landing at small grass strips and stuff. Just watching, no problem, Brett. Just glad to have you along. Like I said, I'm going to leave the chat room. It's there, it's on if you guys want to chat, but I'm not going to be in it during this flight. I'm going to save that for when I'm actually flying full-time down low and fast, or low and slow. I would have reserved the room for that. we're just going to hang out for a few more minutes, waiting for Flying Frog to come in. The first airport, CDK2, Charlie Delta Kilo 2. Oh, that can always be cold if that's what you're relying on overnight. Wake up in the morning to a nice cold house. I've done that. I'll get you the landing airport. A pretty good length flight tonight. Is that Charlie Yankee Oscar Julia? Not happy with all the new colors that are suddenly on this map. Hopefully the dogs will behave. They want to be outside really bad because my sister has a friend over and they're staying out in their tent. And they want to be out there instead of in here. But I don't want them out there bothering them all night. Yeah, it does that. Alright, Banjo, we'll see you in a few minutes. No, don't be sorry. You didn't cause it. I guess it doesn't matter which direction you take off. I see you're on the other end of the runway because there's a crosswind directly straight across the runway, so it doesn't make any difference. So I'm going to go ahead and punch it, Martha. I'm going to get in the air. Take some rudder to stay even on the runway. Hello. There we go. Like 2/3 rudder just to keep it on the runway. I think my climb out set for the other direction, so my friggin' thing. Whoa! Wing dip pretty good there. I think the autopilot's going to get really mad. Want to go around. Speed at 1300. And I think the autopilot's going to have a blast trying to get around. Get the gear up. Flaps up. Landing lights off. Get the separator back on. I know it's going to yell, but this is icy conditions up here. You get very icy very quickly. Yep, plane's going to go around, clear around to the other side of the runway for the climb out. I should have checked my autopilot. There are my settings before I started. Oh, Mr. Brett Pound. Good evening, morning. Yeah, I know my inertial separator's on, but it's cloudy. I don't want ice and water inside my engine. Stupid plane. Now it's going to get on track. I do have my altitude set for 18,000 to get above this mess. I am flying live weather, live time. I'm going to try as much as I possibly can in this series to keep it that way. Unless it's totally IFR conditions, in that case I will switch it. Yeah, we hit 69 subs. Actually got 11,000 views and 400 and some watch hours. So I'm happy about those stats. Real happy that 2 more shorts went over 1,000. Another one's at 600 and something from the weekend. The shorts are good. The shorts just for some reason work. It's people's short attention span or what. But I found if I put a race car or a dog in it, they go to 1,000 or over 500. If I don't have a race car or a dog in it, it goes to 10. Yeah, I saw that. Congrats, by the way. I wanted to mention that the Flying Frog hit 300. Excellent. I keep waiting for his latest review video so I know which plane to buy next this month. They've yet to figure out what my monthly plane is going to be. Yeah, at least I know a handful of people watch it. Yeah, I don't for the low and slows, because sometimes the last thing you want when you're low and fast and you're down the bottom of a canyon is 40 knot wind. Excuse me. Banjo hit 300. I hit 69. I know Brett's creeping up there on a new milestone. Is it almost 3,000 or 2,000? Which one is it, Brett? I know you're creeping up on something. Some number not too far away. It's good to see the community growing. Yeah, you're at almost 3K, yeah. Saw that you're getting up there on the 3K mark. Say it's good to see the community growing steadily. I have no idea why this thing gets mad about my my inertial separator on when it should be on. Oh yeah, we gotta have a big party when it hits 3,000. Let's take a look at what it looks like from outside. It's a bit bumpy. Yeah, what should we do? That's a good question. 3,000. What about a 3,000 mile journey that's less than 3,000 feet? I have to pick something pretty quick though. The only way you can do Pelican around the world is if you put that mod in that gives it the super speed. Whatever we should do, it should, whatever you do, whatever you do should have something to do with the word threes throughout the whole thing. said. Stir the shit. I like the Pelican. It's good for sightseeing. Not realistically flying, but it's great for sightseeing. See, is there an airport with a 3,000 foot altitude runway? I'm sure there's one somewhere. Gotta be one that's close to dead on, exactly on 3,000. Tree hugging a Cessna? I'll tell you, there've been a couple of times recently I've had to reach down and clean out the wheels, the branches from the wheels. A couple of close ones in the last couple of flights. So I need to come up with a new warbird for Warbird Wednesdays. I don't care if it's freeware or payware. We'll figure something out. I'm going to have one more next month because I do have one more race in July. Well, to be fair, Brett, you're right. It's not a sim thing. It's definitely not a sim thing, but it's a game thing. And despite this being an incredible sim, some people still use it as a game. So, and marketing is great. Much like the Dark Star. It makes no sense whatsoever because it's got a great, the Dark Star has a hydrogen fuel cell. Well, all a hydrogen fuel cell is turn hydrogen into electricity. I'm not sure why that makes that jet go so much faster. Looking at the sim side of it. Anybody hear the rumors that I've heard that one of the devs was talking about the space shuttle? Wouldn't that be a kick to land that thing? Look, anytime you can sell more copies, it's a good thing because that means they have more money to feed the developers to squash bugs. Exactly. The more people that pay to play it, the more people that buy it, the more money there is to keep making it better. Let's see how we're looking for tailwind. Oh! Wind is now almost 58 knots. Slightly from the side. Oh, I'm sure it's just an idea. It was an interesting, outside of that, one of them was talking about how, oh, he's got to get in touch with the people to make it. It's like, do you realize it's U.S. government? It's NASA. So it's pretty easy to get your hands on permission to use it. Okay, speaking of multiplayer, I am considering the payware glider, the new one that just came out, because it's supposed to have tow plane support. If it does, would anybody want to do a get together for some tow plane glider? I'd be more than happy to fly the tow plane. If they get all the bugs worked out of it, team up and do some, have like 4 or 5 gliders, one guy flying tow plane to pull everybody up. I think it might be fun. You bought the payware one? How is it? Do they have the tow plane support? I was reading that and I was hoping it works. If it works, I think it might be fun to get a bunch of people together to do some. That'll take me back to being a kid, because I used to, like I said, I used to ride my bike down and work on the gliders. And flying in the tow plane was almost as much fun as flying in the gliders, because you get to take off and land, take off and land, take off and land. He only flew it once yesterday before spotting it with Brett. Oh, speaking of Brett, totally ignore my stream for tomorrow. I didn't realize when I rescheduled it, it was on your stream. It's almost the exact same time for the Minecraft. I'm just going to either do it earlier in the day if I get a chance, or just push it back later to another day. So you can kind of ignore the time on that. I didn't realize when I moved it that you have one exactly at the same time. And flying is much more important than Minecraft, so. Yeah, that's coming with the big update, I guess, the thermals and the full glider support. Yeah, I like the fact that the crossplay is good on this and pretty solid. And right there, tucked in nice and see the lights. We see we got more of that generic splotchy terrain. Yeah, the crossplay is nice. I gotta say, yeah, I like a lot of what Microsoft has done with this. I gotta say, I'm not happy with one of the things they're doing with the latest Minecraft update. That you could be on a server with your best friend and just the two of you and nobody else, and your friend gets pissed off at you and doesn't like something you said, can report you, and you can get banned from your own server. I just have the worst up here. It seems better farther out, and as it loads in, it gets worse in a circle around the aircraft. And I have no idea why. I think it's just a lack of maps up for this area. We're too far up in the north. It doesn't have decent terrain maps or terrain textures. Probably don't have much of satellite views up here at all. The one bug I hope they fix in this next round is I have the better terrain map for the Swiss Alps, and I can't fly it. It stutters so bad. I guess I can get my... I didn't realize my throttle was so far back. We can get up to speed here. Yeah, but literally you can report people for saying stuff, and it's like, so now you gotta have right think in a game? Or you can get banned on your own server? It's silly. No, it looks like some more live weather just popped into existence. Oh, sorry. You want me to slow down so you can catch up? I'm sorry. I'll pull it back to 85 where I was at. Oh, I'll wait till you catch up and then we'll punch it again. I don't know if we're going to go over or under this. Looks like we might be heading right into it again. I put my flaps out. Like I did the other day, flew the whole first part of the Grand Canyon with the flaps down. Yeah, that was good. Couldn't figure out why the plane was so slow. And then the very next flight did a belly landing with the gear up. $219, I'm 206. Let's knock it down to 200. It'll catch up. Do you suppose that's a meteor impact? Look at the curves on that. You know why he doesn't like ketchup? Because people in the States put ketchup on frog legs. Now see here, we're getting into some satellite map. You can see the line. These are very quick. If you can get up to 330 if you take it up to 30,000 feet. Your ground speed, your TAS will go up to over 330. This thing can cook. But like any plane, it's all about the altitude if you want speed. There, now we're getting into real terrain. Must be good satellite photos. They say that you can see there's a different satellite right for this strip right here. Goes from there to there, there to there. So it turns out, I didn't realize this, that the Velocity used to be a home-built aircraft. That's the only way you can get it, but now they have a factory that turns out fully built aircraft. And they are making the Velocity Twin as a purchasable option now. And what's interesting is the Velocity Twin has a standard vertical stabilizer. It doesn't have the two out on the ends of the wings because the engine's not back there. The engine's with an engine on each side has a standard vertical stabilizer. And I see that Shane is going to be flying the Velocity tomorrow morning, this evening for you guys, or for a lot of you guys. Okay, we're going up or down? Yeah, I'm gonna take it up. $22,000 feet. I don't want to play with icing. I knew he'd get on the bandwagon with the Velocity sooner or later. It's a great aircraft. You bought the RV-14 and we'll take that out sometime. Nice. Saying I got to figure out what plane I'm buying for this month and a Warbird for this month. This is what matched to your Cessna 414. Oh, you're up to me now? I lost you. Oh, you're right below me. You're going under. Okay. Alright, time to take the engines up to... Put it right to the stops of this while I'm climbing. I'm really waiting for the 441, because that was actually the plane I had the most hours in real life. The Cessna 441 Conquest, pretty much a 414, but with twin turbo props. There's a pretty shot. I had a whole lot of hours in the actual Conquest. You might do a flying the U.S. States. Ooh, that made me nauseous. Ah, there we go. I've thought about the States, but I've also thought about... They've updated a lot of the national parks. I was thinking about possibly doing one of those. But I got plenty going on right now. 2 nights a week is more than enough. And then a 3rd night with Minecraft. That's more than I need to have going on. There's Banjo. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Oh, I think it faded out right as I took the picture. Good morning, Zenon. Hey, look who made it. Big Jacko made it this morning. For a change. How you doing, bud? How you doing, Zenon? Look at this. Everybody's showing up today. Speaking of that, try exclamation point Brett, is it? And Wes made it too. Is it freezing down there? Good morning, Wes. I think it's freezing up here too. Oh, that's a funky view. How did I get that? Oh. And I think there's an exclamation point BJG. I think there's an exclamation point. Is there one for Wes? I think there is. If he's not drunk. I don't have the sounds yet. Sorry. I haven't quite figured out how to do that. Yeah, it's minus 30C up here. Let me see what I got going on there. We have exclamation point BJG for Big Jacko. We have exclamation point Wes for Wes. We got an exclamation point Frog for Banjo. And we got an exclamation point Icarus for Icarus. And for a change, Streambot's not drunk. Which is unusual. Probably starting to get some mountains. Upgraded from Tony Abbott. I'm not sure I follow where that's going. Oh. Yours is damn drunk. Huh? Mine's usually drunk, but tonight he's sobered up a little bit. Hey, we have a road down there. That's something new we haven't had in a long time. Well, we haven't had yet. A road. An actual road. Should be one more. Exclamation point Icarus. Did we get Icarus? No. And the other one is... I don't even have it up. I gotta get it over the other computer. Try to type blind on a little laptop and keyboard. Yeah, give my buddy a quick plug here. You got the MD-80 last night on the ground. Oh, that's good. I don't fly those big sausage tubes in the sky. There's Icarus and there's Stellar Custom Jewelry. If you are looking for a one-off, one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry, I do recommend them highly. If you can dream of it, he can make it come true. You say he did a beautiful 59 Cadillac front end for me that is incredible. Lenticular Obscura at 8K. My eyes are so bad I can't see 8K. I can't see 4K. Hey Icarus, mate, you want to do me a favor? What's the ceiling at down there? Are you under it? Because it looks like it's getting higher and higher here. Oh, you're enjoying it. 8K is good down there? Or do you have live weather off? Yeah, trying to decide if I'm going to go up even higher or go down. Let's see. I was watching both and trying not to laugh at Dave trying to find stuff and get VNAV to work. I to be totally honest, I don't have the patience for those. Too damn many switches to get them to start. And I literally am terrible about getting them to land. I'm not going anywhere yet. I'm going to skip through the top of these clouds, but it looks like it may break on the back side of this. Yeah, I tell you, I become one of those super mega buck Powerball winning fools. I'm not getting a jet. I'm getting a TBM. For the kind of butter landing, that's good. That's really good. I just can't land them. No worries. Well, that, to be honest, I don't enjoy that kind of flying. So it's just a lot like this, but even higher up. It's great for talking and chatting, but for just flying, I want to be down on the deck, maybe 100 feet off the ground or less. I do like this one because it's going to take me places. Today we are going we're up in the northern part of Canada. On our way, we should get to the foothills of the Canadian Rockies. We originally left out of Charlie Delta Kilo 2. Should be pretty close to Yellowknife's off to our right, which you can't see, it's over there. And then we're heading to, we'll finally start hitting some mountains. We're heading to CYOJ. Yeah, I got it out on the ground and parked it. Heck, we're shutting it down. That's a maintenance cruiser for it. We're finally going to be hitting the edge of the mountains. The first time since leaving the northernmost airport in the world. Oh, there he's tucked in tight. That'll be a good screenshot. Hold on, let me do this. With all the clouds and the braking right there. We've got Icarus down below. And I gotta shut off the notifications. Oh, there's a nice shot from Icarus. I was going to ask if you were going to have enough fuel for the flight, but then I remembered you always fly unlimited fuel. So I found as long as I don't spin the camera around too fast, it doesn't crash the desktop. But if I give that thing a good spin, it'll crash every time. Whoa! I hope you hit pause. Or maybe we just lost signal all along the way. Yeah, low and unlimited, so then you get the benefit of a light plane and don't have to stop. Oh, thank God you paused. That scared the hell out of me. 1 second you're there, next second you're screaming past me. I think this cloud's breaking up, so I'm not going to go any higher or lower. I think I'll just hang out here. We're almost at 300. Can't upscroll, that's okay. Had one after a livery update. I didn't even check for updates. Yeah, I love this one with the typographical map laid over the plane. It's freaking awesome. It's one of their real show planes had this livery. One of the ones they used. Like the factory show plane had this livery. We're back down to the generic ground again. Ooh, the pause shut down your engine? Yeah, that's a bug. Good thing you got a lot of altitude to get it started again. Wonder if we can see Yellowknife now. Nope, not quite enough. First real major town. That we've come to. You know, I never did get the name of this lake, and it's big. I should have gotten it. Let's find out what the name of it is. Probably some indigenous name that I can't pronounce. No, I saw that it came up, but I haven't watched it. Ice Pilots? I've seen Ice Pirates. Now that's worth watching. Okay, what's the name of this lake? Oh, okay, no, I can actually pronounce the name of this lake, but what a horrible name. It's called the Great Slave Lake. Okay. Oh, they fly out of Yellowknife? Oh no, I never saw it. And a bunch of Canadian bush pilots. The guy that used to fly the tow plane I flew with as a kid, when he wasn't flying tow planes with the glider club, his day job was bush pilot in the northern Quebec area, flying in and out of the native people's lands and the yeah, what I want to think of. The Hydro-Quebec has got land way out there, villages way out in northern Quebec. And he was a bush pilot during the day, and then on the weekends he'd fly glider pilot. It was pretty with just some high level clouds. Ah, the DC-3. That's a beautiful plane. But I didn't realize you have to fly the tail on that one. Like, as soon as you get your prop spooled up, you get the tail off the ground, because it's got no, because it's set with such a big rake, it's got no control authority on the rear wheel at all. You have to fly the tail on it. before you move. Haven't heard of Hydro-Quebec in years, yeah. And they have dams that they don't even have online yet up there. Huge, great big dams already built. And they have settlements up there on this road, which is the farthest you can get from people in North America. And you can't even stop there and get gas, even though they have towns that are all totally gated. And they're Hydro-Quebec employees. You can't stop into them. It's really freaky. I want to drive up there, but I don't have a car good enough. There's no way I'm taking a 30-year-old sports car or my Jeep on a road that's 700 miles long in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I know what's on. I have notifications on, and I shouldn't. And I can probably shut Discord right off, but I was posting screenshots. I could just silence the channel, but it's my channel. I I'll just mute it for an hour or 3 hours there. That won't ding. I got it. I got it. It's all set. There, we topped 300. Must be the wind's heading our back. Nope. It's almost on our tail. Not quite. Still blowing pretty crosswind. 41 knots. You're gonna go down to 15,000? Yeah, but I'm doing 302 up here. Nice. This is a big lake. You know what? I'm French Canadian. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Well, my family's French Canadian. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. You live near Hydro-Quebec? Oh, I'll bet there's big pike in those dams. We got in trouble when we were kids. We were out fishing one day and we saw a chipmunk fell in the water and the water just boiled up and a giant pike ate him. So we got the brilliant idea. We went to the local pet store, grabbed a couple mice and rubber band a hook to them and let them over the side. Let them try to swim. That was all well and good till the rangers showed up. Yeah. I used to get a little bit of trouble. I was a kid. Funny, I used to love fishing all the time. And I've lived on this river now for going on 6 years, and I haven't fished it yet. I can literally fish out my front door. Well, you're right. There's nothing wrong with live bait except for when you're inside a state park and it's a non-native species that's alive, you're letting go. Yeah, they frown on that. Well, the white mice are not native to the Adirondack Park. I love this time of year. The sun's still up. 8:30 at night and the sun is still up. Oh, weather updated again. I wish it wouldn't update in chunks like that. Oh yeah. We still got 187 nautical miles at 300 miles, 302 knots. We'll be we'll be down in less than an hour. Making good time. Making very good time tonight. I may drop down now that it's cleared out. Go down to 16 and 18. What did you go down to? 16? Let's see if the land's any more detailed. Feet a minute. Nice leisurely descent. Make sure we don't overspeed. Yeah, we're not gonna yet. I can see it. It's up there. There's land. We're coming up to the coast. This is a big ass lake though. So, Big Jacko, if you're still here, I'm not going to be able to make your 300 sub, or, yeah. What are we at? 500? Your 500 sub party? I'm not going to be able to make it. But I'll be there in spirit. I'll be in bed, but I'll be there in spirit. It's a bit of a worry if land is up there. Strange thing for me was the old nothing. I didn't read it fast enough. You know what's really fun is from this weekend, the kid with the Porsche, both the Porsche and the Corvette are the exact same year. And it really comes down to one track favors the Porsche better, one favors the Corvette better. So one's faster at one track and the other one's faster at the other. And it's really fun working on two cars because you don't care who wins. As long as it's one of the two of them and not the other 5 cars that are in class. What did he do? Did he drop out again? Oh, he's down there. He's screaming along. Well, the Algonquin natives only spoke French. They were stolen from their tribes as kids. Yeah, they weren't treated so well up here in this part of the world. I will say that. Well, pretty much everywhere in the U.S. we treated them like crap. In North America we treated them like crap. But they're doing well now. A good friend of mine is Native American, and she they found oil on their tribal lands. And because she's a member of that tribe, she gets a really nice check once a year from the oil on the land. They thought they were giving them all the crap land, and the one in Oklahoma's got a huge chunk of oil underneath it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the local tribe up here is Gananakwe Indians, which was also up in Quebec. They just won a big suit that part of the town next to their thing stole a bunch of Indian land back in the day, Native American land, whichever. They stole a bunch of the land back in the day against that was given to them as part of their settlement, and the town just took it. 200 years ago, the town took it. Well, the court just ordered you can't take it. It's against the tribal agreement they had. All the land, all the houses on it, everything now belongs to the tribe again. The businesses, everything on it, every bit of all belongs to the tribe again. They had a big incident up in Quebec a couple of years ago. This outfit came in, and yeah, it's the same tribe. They're just on both sides of they're both near Montreal and the U.S. Both. They're on both sides of the border. Because it was actually the Gananakwe up there had the similar thing happen on Canada. It's like this outfit came in and built a entire golf course on tribal lands, and they just sat back and let him build it. When he was done, they all said thank you, and the guy's like, "Well, what? This is tribal land. Nobody sold you this land. Where did you get off thinking you were building the golf course on it?" Hey, look, we got roads. Civilization. Lived up near the West Island. That's a satellite image line, but you're getting somewhere. Populations, towns, roads. Hey, look, we're getting hills too. I bought tax-free cigarettes. Hey, yeah, that's what I used to do when I smoked. Go up to the reservation to get the tax-free cigarettes and the tax-free gas. You know, on the American side, back in the 80s, they were having a big feud with the federal government, and the military buzzed them with helicopters. They shot one of the helicopters down. Starting to get some different looking land. Now we're still back into some sort of windswept tundra, but at least it's got vegetation on it now. I don't know if any of y'all listen to Tom MacDonald. I'm not getting political because I don't want to do that, but his new song, Scars, is not political at all, and is well worth a listen if you haven't. Just putting that out there. Yep, they did. They closed that bridge too across the border. Oh, what's the name of the bridge? Because the bridge on both sides is in Indian or Native American territories, and they shut it down. And it's a long drive around if you don't want to cross that bridge. You can't get across that bridge. Cornwall Bridge. Cornwall? I think so. I think this is the bridge they closed down all the time. Oh yeah, they closed down the Mercier in Montreal too. That's right. That's right on the one ends on it. Oh, that bridge scared the hell out of me. 6-7 years ago, we were going over there, and we were going over the bridge, and you could see the holes through the bridge. You could see the water underneath it. Oh my God, I'm doing the nod. I need to go have a wake-up shower. Fireplace is warm and lounge is comfortable. See, I'm so boring, Brett. I put you to sleep every morning. I put you right back to sleep. No, that's not a real confidence booster. You're doing such a good job. I'm falling asleep. Go enjoy a shower. Especially when a cold morning. Glad he's not flying, yeah. There you go. I don't have one of those. I really wish I did have a sleep-in day. Can't convince my dogs to wake up late. Glad he's not flying you somewhere. Yeah, exactly. Let me just nod off here for a second. Yeah, I'm up between 5 and 6 every day too, Chris. Every day. I don't even need a clock. I just roll out of bed. Oh, the puppy let you sleep in till 8, 2 days in a row? Woohoo! I've got one dog that absolutely hates mornings, and I've got one that absolutely loves mornings. She's up, she bounces on the go. If you even talk to the other one for the first hour or two after I'm up, she'll growl at you. She hates mornings. Such a hard life, lounging around in front of the fire all day. Tell you what, I got a boring life. I've got 7 races all year. This year. It's like, what? I got 4 with the regular, 2 and 3 others at Lime Rock. And they're all, so I'm going to be at Lime Rock 4 times, you know, Watkins, Glen, and Palmer, and that's it. Yeah, I'm usually in bed between 9 and 10, but on Tuesdays and Thursdays I stay up. Usually stay up and hang around and chat a little bit afterwards. Cabelco. I tell you what, I've seen the pictures, man. He can dig one straight line. Yeah, that's a lot to get it very straight like he did. I think it was dead on. I know it. They're like 5, 6:30 my time. I get the I don't usually have time to fly them because sometimes I load in and fly for a few minutes. I think I fell asleep on Brett's last night and like crashed out and fell right asleep. So I guess it's only fitting he's falling asleep on mine. I like Jacko's flights, but yeah, they're usually just an off time for me. Yeah, I fell asleep. I had to crash the desktop, and I said to myself, well, I'll just reload it, and before I knew it, I wake up, and it's like an hour and a half later, I'm still in my chair. Oops. I just went to bed. It's dinner time. See that? I am old. I found the statistic when they did the survey on VR that the vast majority of people that use VR are the age 40 to 60. The younger kids want no real part of playing with it because they'd rather use their phone. Chatting with someone yesterday. Yeah, that is weird when you think about it. It's like time travel. You're talking to somebody from the day before. I still was awake today by 7:30 and already had 3 phone calls and work. That excavator work now starts Tuesday. Well, that's cool. And McFly for time traveling. Yeah, I actually enjoyed this weekend's racing because we were Group 1. That means we're on track between 9 and 10 in the morning, and then right directly after lunch. So when I get up at 5, I have the car all prepped, ready to go. I could just chill, put it on the track. We did blow a clutch, which wasn't very fun. We didn't actually blow a clutch. The boss overfilled the oil and it blew out the main seal and all over the clutch. So we had to clean the clutch. No, McFrog. Marty McFrog. I like that. That's good. Just change your name, Banjo. It's now Marty McFrog. The frog eats McFly. Is that like a Louisiana fast food joint? McFrog? I'm gonna go down and get some McFrog legs. Oh dear, how far are we out? 91 nautical miles. I'm going to take it down to 8,000. So he's down. There, down. We used to catch frogs for a guy that would buy them from us when we were a kid. I had a guy that used to like frog legs and would buy them from us as kids, and we'd go out and catch the big old bullfrogs. I'm not a fan of escargot. Nope. Not eating snails. Ate them once. Never again. That was enough. Frog legs aren't bad. Snails are just kind of salty boogers. Yeah, try to get that image out of your mind. Probably not that you can help. I have been trying to find someone with a big one. 8 to 10 ton to demo an old concrete rainwater tank and prep for new poly tanks. Man, I used to love running an excavator for demolition. Wasn't it George Carlin who talks about the little froggy dollies? Did a whole comedy routine on froggy dollies. We don't need that on anymore. So I have a good friend of mine. We grew up together, worked together, and he was born with no arms below the elbows and no legs below the knees. He took up golfing a couple years ago. He's doing really well with it, and has a public persona for his golfing. Well, he posted on there that he had an infection in his leg from doing something. Got an infection in his stub. And dear Lord, did people get mad at me because I posted on there, you need to be careful, you could lose a limb doing that. Holy crap. He was laughing. He thought it was hilarious because we grew up together. It doesn't bother him. He doesn't have legs. He can stand up better than I can on our official ones. But man, people got mad at me for saying that. On his public persona. Holy crap. You know, he doesn't have any limbs, and that's why it made it so damn funny. You could lose a limb doing that. That's funny. Yeah, people went crazy after me. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, holy crap. He's the one that taught me to DJ. I mean, like, yeah, but if it didn't offend him, it didn't bother me, we both thought it was hilarious, then who are you to get mad at me? Like, holy crap. I couldn't believe the hate I got. It was like, wow. Oh, it does. They don't, you know, look, he's laughing about it. I'm laughing about it. If he didn't say anything about it, then nobody else should either because it didn't bother him. Why should it bother anybody else? Exactly. No, it makes perfect sense that people just want to judge and scream and rant and rave over the silliest things. Now, like I said, they don't even bother to read it all. It's like there was violent riots in New York over this whole Roe v. Wade decision being tossed out in New York. Well, in New York, you can have an abortion all the way up till the day you give birth. So they're protesting nothing. They have that right in New York. So they're protesting not having that right, but they have that right. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm never going to be politically correct. I don't care what anybody says. The reason I got recommended for this job to become job is local companies just never show up to quote, let alone do the job. Yeah, that's not just over there. I had supposed to get 4 people come here and give me a quote for my driveway. I've yet to get one. It's going to snow before I ever get it fixed. Too many Karens. Yep. Aussie guys, remember Steady Eddie? Well, I'm not an Aussie guy, so Steady Eddie means nothing to me. Too many Karens. Absolutely. I need blacktop work on my driveway, and it's going to be covered in snow before anybody even comes out to give me a quote. I was an autistic but a funny comedian. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, that's what you should do. You got to make fun of it. You know, they had that one here on America's Got Talent, the comedian that won. He's a riot. The first thing he did, I'll never forget his first joke. He's up there on standing up for the America's Got Talent thing, and he looks out at the crowd and he told a funny joke, and they all started laughing, and he goes, "Now you're all going to hell for laughing at the cripple." You know, like a riot. Yeah, you gotta laugh at it. You can't let it get you down. My buddy with the hooks, he would play Little League. He played baseball or t-ball, and he hit the ball one time. He was little, and he swore all the way to first base because he couldn't let go of the bat with the claw. You know, there's shit like that you gotta laugh at. You know, it's amazing that, you know, they can laugh at it, you can laugh at it, but some people get mad at you for laughing at it, so it makes no sense. Alright, is it time to go down yet? Where are we? 48 miles, almost. Going on the deck here in a minute. Where's Icarus? Icarus is above me? Seriously? You're never up high on the last bit of the lake. Last bit of the journey. Should start to see some hills coming up. Oh, wrong button. Over there? I don't see that hill at all. I don't like this new map. That must be it? Way over there, I'm guessing. Oh, here, I thought this thing was a hell of a lot higher than what it is. Oh, well, we're getting into those next flight, so. I'm waiting for somebody to put the B1B in sim with the terrain following radar. That'd be awesome. Set that thing at 100 feet and just let her go. God darn it, I keep hitting the weather. I wanted to check one more thing. Which way is the runway? That way, and what way do we got wind? We're going to come around from the south. Oh, the wind's down to 18 to 9. Okay. All right, Mr. Pound, Mr. Brett Pound, we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll definitely look at the gliders, but next one's low and slow. Alrighty, let's take her down. No more autopilot. Yeah, go ahead and yell the autopilot's off. I don't know why it gets mad when the autopilot's off. Gotta get on the other side of that yellow, that magenta line too. Yeah, real short flights if you're low and slow with a glider. Unless you get some great thermals. My accent is a bit of a mutt. American South and Canadian all mixed together. I've lived a lot of my life in New York, so I got that start of it, but my family's all from Canada. So I've got that, and the most recent place I lived before New York was 5 years in Florida. So I just kind of have a mutt accent. I guess that is kind of a hill out there. There it is. Oh. But I don't have the New York City accent because I hate the city. So I don't talk like I'm from Brooklyn. Hey, Tony! Are you talking to me? Yeah. And there's a hill. Look at that. Starting to see a hill, but it looks like there's a layer of fog in here. Sounds a little bit like Jed Clampett. Wee doggy. I flew most of my glider training at Naura. Now, when you're saying Naura, is that Naval Air Station? And we did a lot of circuits. 5-minute tow to 2,000, 5 minutes of training, 2 minutes of circuit. Not thermals, not many thermals, at least not that time of year. And the first glider I ever flew in was an old Blanik with the forward swept wing. That thing was louder than the tow plane. That old Blanik would rattle and creak, and like I said, it was louder than the tow plane. But it was the only 2-passenger they had for years. I flew in that one. And then they showed up with a twin ass-steer. That was a beautiful, sleek, you know, the long, sleek, modern. That twin ass, the Blanik was beautiful. But the twin ass-steer, the first time we unhooked from the tow plane and everything, so you just hear the light whistle of the wind. And, oh. It's something I'd like to do again. My glider flying was at RAAF Pierce in Narrogin. Yay, the world's not flat. See, I was thinking the world was flat after flying up here. Now we got hills. What's the temp? Oh, at least it's not ice fog. The instructor I first flew with said before we left, imagine rolling down a bumpy road in a metal wheelbarrow with a metal garbage bin on your head. That's what they expect. Yeah, the planets were loud, man. Uh-oh. Now you better go. Late for a team meeting. Some team member. Let's see you, Brett. Watch, my RPMs are a little fast. At least it's warm enough down here not to be ice fog. That's always fun. I get ice fog a lot down here at the house every year because I live right on the river. And the river stays open late in the year and it'll be freezing out, but the water's warm, so it'll cause fog and everything can go out in the morning, everything's covered in ice. Ice fog makes grow. Yeah, it makes everything sparkly and pretty. You just can't go anywhere. Can't even get out of the driveway. 12 miles out and I can't see the airport because it's socked in with fog. I'm afraid to even think of how long it's been since I was 30 plus years. Oh heck, it's been, other than commercial flying, it's been like, other than commercial flying, I haven't flown in a small plane in 3 years. Yep, St. Lawrence River ice fog. Same thing I get, just a smaller river. Why won't you trim out? Go down. This thing wants to go nose straight in the air. Doesn't want to trim out at all. Guessing the airport's over there near Icarus. Get some lights on. Oh yeah, we're not even close to turning it on this thing. There's the airport. Start slowing down. give myself a little altitude. I'm not going to put my flaps out and stuff until after I make my turn like I did on that plane the other day, and wingtip stalled right in the ground on landing. That's always fun. Gotta watch it, I'm almost doing it again. There we go, we're lined up. Halfway decent. Wheels down. Where I can see. Flaps out. Icarus is already parked. Fly it in. I still don't have the reversers fixed on this yet. Nope, 95. I don't want to go much faster. Or slower. We got 4 lights. Perfect glide slope. Look at that. Come on, keep it up. Come on. Oh yeah. Look at that. That was smooth. I'm happy with that one. That's the nicest landing I've had in a while. That was really nice. Yeah, we had a smooth landing in the last couple of flights. Taxi on the grass, get back there. Alright, Mr. Banjo Frog. All eyes on you. Come on, turn. Turn. There. Let's go. Take a peek. Oh, I got the speed too slow. No pressure, Banjo. No, none at all. The flag's laying limp. No wind to speak of. What little bit there is straight down the runway. My plane's probably taking off right across the runway because I forgot to set the brake or shut the engine down. This is showing the gear up, but it's probably down. Oh, look at it. Float, float, float. It's down. Look at that. Nice. Wait for him to taxi back and get in and shut my plane down. Nope, wrong button. Thanks for flying along, Icarus. As usual, it's always a good flight. Well, I lost something. I have an internet connection, you clown. Mains off. Jump back out and see if we can get a photo here with everybody here. And we'll call it a night. I'm going to go hang out and chat for a little bit if anybody wants to stick around. If not, that's good too. I'm a little wound up. Not ready for bed yet. Hey, there's somebody screaming over in a Dark Star. TikTok. TikTok was my idea. It took a minute to get that name out. I want to thank Xenon, Brett, Icarus, Banjo, and who else stopped by? Big Jacko. And who else? We get everybody? I don't think so. I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? Oh, Wes. We got Wes. And I think that's everybody now. That's everybody that made it today. Thanks y'all for flying Gowan Air. It's been a blast. Look forward to hopefully seeing y'all around on tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing my... I got the picture. We're good to go. You don't have to pop back in. Yep, both Bretts, Brett and Brett. I thank everybody for flying along and just hanging out. Like I said, I'm going to be in chat for a little while. If anybody wants to jump over there. And hope to see y'all on Thursday. We're going to be low and slow in Alaska, bush planes. So hope to see y'all there. And I am going to punch out. Have a good evening.